Hello there. It is I. Oh, why is it blue? I don't like it blue around here.
No, do a different color.
Ugh. It's good enough. We'll do green today. Hello, everyone. It is I, Jace Bailey. Be your dungeon daddy for this evening. Welcome to the third session of Tales of Ren. Goblins, Bugbears, Werewolves, oh my. So keep in mind, as we do this thing, this is the only time I'm going to be addressing you as a chat. Expect that, know that, love it, hate it, I don't care. But regardless, some of my mods might be in here talking with you. I have a great session planned for tonight. We got Barn finally following in here, you little bastard. It's all good though. Barn, thank you so much. Appreciate everyone coming. We're going to be doing this. Barn, one of these days I might ask you to be one of the villains or something, because, yeah, I don't have very many voices. Okay, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. So let's... Janik here is not going to be with us tonight, so, unfortunately. And there's all... and that's alright. So we'll just... Life goes on. But I'm going to crack open a beer, crack open a drink, my beautiful friends. And let's get going. Oh, Tailspire. I forgot about that. Okay. I need to open Tailspire. But, let's just do a little recap here. So, the last few sessions, you were tasked to make diplomatic resolutions with the goblin leader of the forest, named Grizzletooth. You had a 3-day journey to the camp, or encampment, or whatever you want to call it. On this 3-day journey, you had a run-in with the local goblin clan. 5 goblins you killed and 1 escaped. You had some mystical visions and spoke with the demigod Ylfnir. He gave you a task. During his night watch, Taylor saw a circle of naked druids, and despite all the other cool things he could have done, he jumped into a dark circle of death. And, well, when all that was said and done, Ylfnir gave a vial of his tear to Taylor. At this point, you've all finished the 3-day trek and arrive at the cave opening of the goblin encampment. You find it strange that when you look inside the cave, you can't really see anything in there. And like I said earlier tonight, Janik won't be able to join us because he's on a top secret mission from his god, aka me. So, fun stuff. Anyway, everyone here, everyone's alive and well. Hello?
We're all alive. That's for sure.
We're here. I mean, I'm a little.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your definition of well?
Well,
Yeah.
that's fair. I gotta put on the music here. I just don't know where it is now. Oh, here it is. Just basically copy and paste this guy here. Ugh. Okay, so you're on the edge of... Oh, this looks so... I have to edit the camera, don't I? It's
You have it.
set to what it used to be.
Yeah.
We changed some things around in the JC lands. There we go. Okay. All right. So, those that have Tailspire, make sure you open it up. We're gonna kind of go Steve for him. I will share it in Discord, and he can also watch stream, whichever he wants to do. I think Lynn too does not have it. But so basically, you're at the at the edge of the cave. So what are you going to do? It's all up to you now. The floor is yours, my friends.
Why don't I see myself?
Because you're not going to be here for long. Just,
We're at the entrance of the cave. Is that?
yes. But you're not. Don't look at Tailspire right. Don't look at Tailspire right now. You have to decide if you're going to go inside the cave or not.
Do like a perception check on at least the surroundings of the cave.
Yeah, can I do an investigation check?
Oh yeah, investigation.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Table? Ah, lovely.
That's gonna be 20 not nat.
You detect that this is a magical portal inside the cave. Do you choose to go inside?
I'm gonna send my familiar in.
Okay. Interesting. So, all right, go ahead. So your familiar goes inside, and oh god, let's get to the square.
I'm reopening Tailspire. It decided it wanted to crash.
Boards. Forgot how to move people. It's been so long. It's been 2 weeks. How do you do anything anymore?
I mean, all I'm seeing on Tailspire is waiting on GM.
I know. Just gotta figure out how to move you over here again. It's been so long, guys. Forgive me. Feels like it's only been a week or two.
Go down.
Go where?
The second from bottom tab. 7 players.
Oh, alright, there it is. I'm bad noodle. Alright, so only Klutzy's here, so you can put your character down. Wait, you can't actually, hold on. Hero Forge. Novika. You didn't come in here yet, but trying to get situated here. All right. All right. So you send your familiar in. Okay, we'll say you send your familiar in. As it enters the cave, do you see everything that their familiar sees, or what?
Yes.
Okay. So your familiar, the world that you were in vanishes, and you're completely enveloped with the cold wind that instantly chills you to your bone. Well, I guess it's the familiar that here, but as you enter, you sense you're not in a cave at all, but it's a cold, desolate area. At the entrance, there are spikes with heads of different creatures on it, potentially to ward you away. Up ahead, it curves inwards, and on a wooden tower, you see a few goblins monitoring the area. At this present moment, they haven't seen you yet. So if you look there, there's some goblins in this little wooden thing here.
I'm going to tell everybody in the party the description you just told me.
Okay.
I say we go in, everybody.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. But I want to like go in stealthily.
You gotta put. All right, so we got Steve here, and give you permission. And can't remember what I used for you. We'll use. I think it was this one I used for Lynn.
Mhm.
And then. Taylor, what did I use for? Oh, I think I had. Oh, I don't remember. Well, just I think it was a paladin that I used for you. That looks familiar. Okay, so there's the four of you. So you can go in, tread in, however you'd like to try to do this here. So, first of all, before we go any further, I need everyone to roll a Constitution check.
This is starting off real great.
All right. Let me know what you guys have.
3.
3. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody get less than 10? That's what I need to know.
But it didn't show. Oh,
Yours was 5.
Who? Okay, so Klutzy's was 5.
Lynn's.
I got 13.
13. Okay. And then
Is 3.
you said you got 3?
No, Luke.
I got 3.
Luthien got 3. All right, Taylor, what'd you get? Taylor? Did we lose you?
I got 13.
13? Okay.
Yep.
So, Taylor and George are not exhausted. They managed, even without any sort of craziness of the cold weather. We're in some extreme cold conditions here. So you're not exhausted, but each one of Luthien and... never remember what the heck your name is. Novika have 1 exhaustion point. So what this means, you're level 1 exhaustion, so that means you have disadvantage on ability checks right now. All right, proceed with what you want to do.
Can I be loaded into Tailspire, please?
I need to move
No,
you to the board.
I'm waiting on GM.
There you go.
Damn. It's off the game. That one gets off and he's off the game.
There you go. Go ahead.
Lost in the sauce, for real.
All right, so
I
who's
lost
gonna...
my owl too.
Oh, what, do you know where my my hourglasses are? By chance? I used to have
I
hourglasses.
don't. Sorry.
I don't.
That's right. I'll just do it. A good old
Well, mine
fashioned
got
timer.
broke, so-
All right. All right, so go. Let's see what you guys do. You guys can go walk around. Luthien and George, you can tell me if you want to keep moving or where you want to go. Who wants to go first? It's
Me and Novika wanted to go in stealthily.
all right. Go ahead and roll for stealth.
Oh no.
24.
Good.
19.
19. Okay.
19.
Okay.
Are we all stealthing up?
Apparently.
Waiting for George.
22.
Yep. You guys.
He's
No goblins see ya.
22.
So you guys can. I'll advance you up to here.
Jeremy?
We'll advance you up to here. Essentially, they can't see you up to this point. They have not noticed you.
Yeah, I would like to do a perception or investigation check to see if there's any more in this tower in front of us.
Well, you can visibly see there's 4 goblins up there.
Oh,
It's 4
Pretty sure.
well,
at this one single tower, or are we going?
Yep, 4 goblins up here.
I guess we might as well just keep stealthing.
So you guys kind of stealth.
Away from them.
Okay. Well, they didn't see you, so you can kind of walk past these ones for sure. But
We don't
then-
have to do We don't have to do another stealth check.
No,
Hell
because
yeah.
that was the 4 of them. So now, if you want to get past these next 4, I need you to roll again.
Hey guys, I don't see a way into this castle without talking to some people. There's
Oh.
a giant gate here. Who speaks Goblin?
I do.
Well, I guess you're now the face of the party. Time to go introduce yourself.
Right. All right.
All right, so you guys all
I
make
do as well.
You do as well, George. Great, Daddy George.
All right, so you guys can't see them,
He's
but
the adult.
there's 2 goblins that were supposed to be there, but I didn't have enough time to put them there. But essentially, there's 2 goblins that are waiting there. The 4 goblins over there all see you anyways. I mean, at least one of them definitely saw you. Okay, so the goblins just come down and...
What do you want? What are you doing here? How'd you make it in this far?
Well, your guards kind of suck if they didn't see all 4 of us coming in this far.
You're absolutely right about that. That's for darn sure. All right, well, what do you want?
We were sent here to speak with your kind.
Our kind? Is that supposed to be racist? Jeez.
If I speak your language, am I here being racist? I clearly embrace you.
That's true. I'm just not very smart. All right.
It's okay. You're forgiven.
All right, well, open the gate, Jay!
No matter what happens today, we have to save Jake.
We need to, no matter what happens, we'll save Jake.
Alright.
All right, so they let you to come inside. As you walk through the winterly wasteland, you see a few other goblin towers around. I'll basically take you through it as slowly as we can here, but so your escort leads you to a gate with 2 bugbears guarding it, which were those there. But there weren't bugbears, they were goblins, so that's fine. They let you through without a problem because one of them follows you through. Through the gate, you see goblins all around. These goblins are doing day-to-day tasks like cooking, cleaning, shopping, and everything else you would expect to happen in a regular town. Inside this gate seemed to be a town of its own, bustling with goblin folk living their best lives. As you walk through the middle of the town, goblins give you uneasy looks. Some growl, some spit on you as you walk past, but in any case, you tell that you're not wanted here. So you kind of make your way towards... trying to move both of you guys here. Oh, shoot. So you make your way towards here, where you see this creature kind of hanging there, and you recognize it immediately as a werewolf. The werewolf looks down at you. He's crying out in pain. His whole body is mangled and bloody. On top of the bridge, a goblin whips the werewolf.
You take that, you filthy mutt!
And then the werewolf looks down at you and begs, "Please, help me." As soon as he speaks, the goblin whipping him whispers a spell, and the werewolf falls asleep. The bugbear, we'll say the goblin that's escorting you, winds you past this and takes you up to the side of the cabin. So unless you guys have something you want to do here.
I want to, like, just make note of everything around this werewolf.
So I hadn't had time to put all the like characters in here, but there's probably in this whole area there's probably like 30 or so goblins doing just day-to-day tasks. Just like I said, and then there's a couple up here.
How many are paying attention specifically to this
werewolf?
Werewolf.
At least 6. I wish I knew how to teleport you guys. One of these days I'm going to learn how to do stuff in this game.
Is there any group of like rambunctious goblins that are just kind of throwing around?
Going around, huh?
Yeah.
There's in these tents area, there's a little bit of some rambunctious goblins drinking and stuff.
Okay, so the goblin that whipped the werewolf, I'm gonna use prestidigitation and have him soil his pants.
And how did so prestidigitation, is that a visual, is that a verbal, how does that one work? Like, can you
It's verbal.
it's verbal? Okay. Let's see if he knows the prestidigitation. Okay, let's see if he recognized that you were doing that. Nope.
Oh no!
He drops his whip and he just runs away, and then he hands, as he runs across the bridge, he hands the whip to somebody else.
Keep whipping him, boy!
And then and then the other goblin takes over and starts whipping him. Well, actually, he's not whipping him now. He's just ready to whip in case of any whipping necessary. But the other goblin that's escorting you is really trying to like push you to go to the right direction here. So he's kind of like saying, "Come on,
Then we gotta go! We gotta go!
Okay, but do you guys poop yourself often? Is that something I have to be worried about? Or are you gonna just suddenly defecate?
I don't know what you talk about, but we gotta go see Grizzletooth or I'm gonna be in big ass trouble, boy.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good to continue. Just follow this guy.
okay, I gotta figure out where the hell this is."
Can I ask this guy, like, what the werewolf did so that we don't do the same shit?
Oh
Sorry.
yeah? Well, the werewolves took all of our honeys. That's what they did. They kidnapped them. They took them somewhere. I don't know what they did. Who knows what they're doing to them? They took like a dozen of our honeys.
Can you describe what a honey is for me, please?
Our honeys, you know. We got wives, mamas, mummies, all those types of characters. Mm-hmm.
I know all about this. I know all about this. It sucks when somebody takes your honey
Oh yeah, they took my honey.
and your kids.
Oh, they took your kids too? Oh no! They didn't take our kids. I wish they did.
All right, speaking of, the timer just went off. I need everyone to roll for Constitution, but you get advantage because it's a little warmer in here. Except for the people that are already ability checks. They don't get advantage. You just do it normally. So you got a 3. So I need you to roll a Constitution.
What?
We
What
need-
did I miss?
There's just a little bit of conversation going on. I'm trying to... If anybody knows how to freaking teleport this damn thing. We're gonna probably... I'm just gonna paint the scene for you because this... I've made this map and I don't even know how to use it, so... I spent too much time on the lore aspect of this session, so... But anyway, that's all good. We'll just make you...
So, Constitution check?
Constitution checks, please. Yep.
I got an 18.
18? Okay.
Got a 23.
Okay.
16.
16? Alright.
That's technically a nat 20 plus 3.
That's fine. Alright, so you got a nat 20?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, you are not cold anymore to the point where your exhaustion point is no longer exhausted. Unfortunately, Luthien is now at level 2 exhaustion, which is your speed is reduced to half. So now, I didn't have enough time to look at this, so I'm asking Nomio, but or Steve, but is that both things are still in effect, or is it just the one thing?
It's both. Exhaustion is
All right,
rough.
that's what I thought. Okay, cool. I should know these things, but
Uh huh.
Maybe.
all right. So, anyways, so he takes you through into a. Sorry, go ahead. Were you gonna say something, George?
I have a blanket. Can I wrap her in my blanket? I
Sure.
said I have a blanket.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I cover her with my blanket?
Cover Luthien.
We'll do that then to try to help.
Don't forget about
Yeah.
the thing that you have too, George.
George has a thing.
Yeah, he's got a thing. I'm just letting him know. But anyways, uh,
No,
So-
I lost that in the divorce.
you said what? What, George?
I lost that in the divorce.
Oh,
I said I lost my thing. I lost the thing in the divorce.
oh no. Shit. All right, so the bugbear escorts you, winds you past this, and takes you up one side of the cavern. Inside the cavern, there's more goblins, either sleeping or on guard duty. Your journey through this cavern finally ends in a large cavern. Inside here sits a dozen or so goblins, either sleeping or on guard duty. I already said that. One very large bugbear on top of a pile of gold inside of this room. The bugbear is wearing a grizzly bear fur coat and stares at you curiously. He spots the token on Novika's
Vika.
neck and smiles. Steep voice rumbled. You have come to bargain with me? I see you have also come with something powerful. Give it to me. And he's pointing to Nomio. He knows that you have some sort of powerful thing in your pocket.
These things. Sorry.
There we go. Or, sorry, Taylor points to your thing. Points to you. He doesn't know where you put the tier, but that's what he's talking about. He wants to take the tier from you.
Taylor?
Hello, my name is Taylor. What be your name?
My name is Grizzletooth, and I am the king of the goblins. So give me the tier. I smell it. It smells very good from over here.
I like to do prestidigitation and make the sphere smell like goblin behind.
Okay. Are you doing this stealthily? Or are you just
I
doing it?
mean, I'm not gonna try to do it apparently, but I
Okay.
will.
Well, let's attempt to, let's roll for stealth at least, just to see how you stealthily do this spell.
Oh yeah,
Impressively.
that's gonna be a 23.
Oh! Yeah!
I'm sorry, good sir. I do not know what you speak of. I do have this fine little trinket here that I acquired after an intimate night with a goblin.
Never mind. I don't want that. I don't know what I'm doing at this place. I'm so sorry. All right. This is easy though. I could do Batman. This is Batman now at this point. So you managed to persuade that is not okay. Okay, so Grizzletooth pulls out a couple of his hairs out of his chin, thinking. After a moment, he just says, "For the pendant." Grizzletooth reaches his hand out. The pendant on Nokia's neck starts to float off of her neck, and it just flies right into the hand of Grizzletooth. He cradles it gently in his massive, gnarled hand. The pendant seemed to resonate with him, its presence emitting a soft, harmonic hum. Grizzletooth began to chant in a language that no one really understands, and nobody understands this language. I double-checked, because it's a language I just made up. His voice harmonizing with rustling leaves and babbling stream. As he chanted, the otherworldly glow of the pendant intensified, casting a brilliant light that enveloped the entire cavern. And then, with a final resounding chord, a message is released. In Captain Stormwatcher's voice, you hear, "Grizzletooth, my old pal! I come to offer you a sword and a truce. It has been far too long. We have waged a pointless war. There's a war brewing, and we need your help. Sentinel Falls is here to offer you whatever you need. Just say your desires." The message ends, and the light seems to swallow back into the pendant. Grizzletooth smiles and then squeezes the pendant into his fist. The pendant, now radiant and incandescent, levitated in the air. With a graceful sweep of his hand, he directed the pendant's energy toward each member of the party. So each member, and I need you guys to roll just a standard D20 for me.
I got a 16.
Okay.
10.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in the wrong space. Hold on. Sorry. Eleven.
11. So everybody except for Taylor, anytime that you attempt to lie or deceive, you just will for now will start hiccuping. And then he just says, "We need more truth in this world."
Is this a charm?
This is a curse charm thing. It's a good thing, but
It's a charm spell?
This what he did. Essentially, he destroyed the pendant, and he put the properties of the pendant into you guys. So the pendant, if you didn't remember, if you wear it,
It glows.
it glows when you're deceiving. So now,
It glows full truth and only sparkles on half truth or half lights. Switch to truth.
right. So now he put that magic into anybody that failed,
Yeah.
so you are unable to lie without hiccuping. So you can lie, but you're going to be at disadvantage because you're hiccuping the whole time you're trying to lie.
What if I would just start hiccuping when I told truths too?
Well, no. But Grizzletooth looks down at you, and he says,
I accept this proposal by the captain, but only if you help me with the crucial task. About a day and a half journey, there's the last known whereabouts of some of our local clan's women. We believe that the werewolves have been kidnapping our clan members. We aren't sure. Some of our most skilled lists and gatherers have just gone missing. If you could find them, rescue them, or at least explain what happened to them, I'll accept Stormwatcher's proposal. I don't expect you to do this alone, though. I shall provide you with my best warrior, Lintar Thornblade.
Oh man, I've been waiting for this all night. From behind you, a goblin appears. This goblin has the same average goblin height that you're used to, but that's where the similarities to his kin ended. His skin was an unusually healthy shade of green, not the sickly pallor that many goblins bore. His features were finely chiseled, with a strong jawline and sharp cheekbones that gave him an air of rugged nobility. His emerald eyes sparkled with mischievous intelligence that hinted at the depths of cunning. But it was Glint's most distinctive feature that took you by surprise. His luscious flowing locks of blonde hair. The hair cascaded down his back in waves of gold, glistening like spun silk in the dappled forest. Linter's slender but well-muscled frame was adorned with carefully selected pieces of armor, each polished to a mirror-like sheen. He moved with the grace of a dancer. His choice of weaponry, as elegant as his appearance, Glint wielded a slender, curved elven blade with an ornate hilt adorned with forest motifs. The blade itself seemed to shimmer with a natural grace, and in his hands it danced with a deadly elegance.
Hello there, it is I, Glintar Thornblade.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And did the amulet disappear? What he
Yeah, the
used
pendant. The pendant's destroyed now. And then he looks over at Luthien. Glintar does.
Oh my. You have the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. But any manner.
You have my sword, as Lord Grizzletooth has said. And I need you to roll, with advantage, Luthien, intelligence check. And he's gonna roll with disadvantage for charming you. So
boy.
let me... Huh? Just, it's
Rolling
not...
intelligence.
And remember, you do have... Oh, wait, you actually just have... You're exhausted right now, so you actually only have one. You don't get to roll twice, you just get to roll once. So what is it?
Alright. 15.
You were not charmed by his compliment towards you. As all this kind of settles down, the Grizzletooth is like,
Good luck. May Elfnir be with you.
and then he like sits up, grabs some gold, and like cart goes off into a room. At this point, you guys are free to do sort of whatever you want, but he wants you to go and take care and figure out where his the honeys are. So go ahead and
Alright, pretty
Okay,
boy. Do you know what way these werewolves went?
I do actually. It is a day and a half's journey west, of course. And so at this point, you got Glintar at your side, and can be escorted out of the goblin lair. As before you leave the whole area, if you're done here, you guys can do more if you want. But
I'd like to go talk to the werewolf.
okay, you will try. So you're gonna go at. So basically, are you gonna go right where you were before?
Yeah.
All right. So the werewolf is still entranced by his sleep spell, and there's a goblin up there, just kind of chilling, waiting to whip him.
I am going to just do a little shower of sparks on his face with prestidigitation and wake him up from his sleep.
Okay. Oh! Oh, help me, help me, help!
Hello there, my good friend.
What did I tell you about that? What? Stop freaking asking people for help, you little bastard!
He's just whipping him and whipping him.
I'm gonna... Sir, please
Okay, I get
stop him.
between, I get between that goblin and the werewolf.
Okay, so the goblin's up there. So you're gonna climb up the ladder and go up there? So
Yes.
Okay, all right. So
Yes.
while he's whipping, you're walking up and going up top to the goblin. All right. We'll give you advantage because you're sneaking up on him as he's whipping him. So what are you doing?
What am I rolling for?
I guess, are you just trying to stop him
I'm
from whipping him?
I'm going up there to stop him from whipping.
All right, so yeah, just a strength
Yes.
check.
Yes.
Yeah, and you get advantage on a strength check. Yeah, that's not going to go well.
Okay. Well, I got a dirty 20 on my first one.
That's fine. There you go. So
A dirty 20 it is.
There you go. So the goblin is taken back.
Hey, I was whipping him!
And then Glintar.
Yeah, and if you don't stop, I'm going to whip you.
Ooh, yeah. I haven't heard it like good time like that in a long time.
I below and I do a crack of my whip.
You're just like cracking it in the air, or?
Yep, just cracking it up in the air so everyone can hear.
Ooh, wait! Yes, Daddy! Wait! I gotta get back to whipping him!
If you take a break from whipping him, I'll give you one good whip.
That's... I don't know if I like whipping more than I want to be whipped. So, I think I need someone to test it out real quick.
So you're asking for a free whip?
Yeah! And I want to be whipped, please.
Quick question here. If I whip this dude, am I gonna do damage on him?
Oh yeah, you will be doing that.
Because I don't want to kill this guy. Okay. Well, tell you what. You let me talk to my friend here real quick, and then you can go back to whipping him. What do you say?
Are you gonna whip me first, or what's going on here? I need to get back to whipping if you ain't gonna be whipping me.
How strong are you? Do you really think you can take it from
Oh
a
yeah, I
master
can
such as
take a
myself?
couple whips. Mm-hmm.
Guys, I already forgot what the NPC with us is called.
It's
Pretty boy.
Glintar Thornblade, sir.
Hey, pretty boy, is anything gonna happen if this whipping is the end of this goblin, or are you gonna stand by me after this? Since he did clearly ask for it.
Well, you know, the festival of Shangalara is very soon. So I think he's just prepping for that, honestly. So you might as well go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Guys, are we all up for whatever consequences might come from this?
I'm gonna stand back a little on this one and let you enjoy this.
I mean, I'm about to Sparta kick him off the platform.
Okay, then I guess I'm
standing back with Ruby.
I guess I'm walking up to whip this guy. Jesus. Do I need to even roll to hit? Because he's trying to be hit.
Yes, because if you miss, it'd be funny.
Well, I got a dirty 20.
Oh my god.
All right, roll the hit.
Oh god. That's gonna be 10 damage.
Oh! I think I might need to go see the man lady for this one, but alright. I think I like being whipped more.
And so he
Well, he
leaves.
goes-
Yeah, he leaves and goes to see someone because he is bloody as hell. You almost killed this man. But he's fine. He's alive.
Okay. We're taking the werewolf with us.
You said what? You're taking him with you?
We're taking the werewolf with us.
Oh man.
Yes.
Okay.
He's going to know where we're going. And we can also trade him for the.
For the honeys.
That sounds okay.
Let's
Yeah.
convey this to
You know
Pretty
what?
Boy.
This is. Well, I don't think.
And I'm also going to cast Cure Wounds on him.
I don't think Grizzletooth will like this, but if we bring back the ladies, I think he might be okay. What he doesn't know can't hurt him, of course. And then go and just so he looks at all the other goblins that are staring at the scene here, and he's like, "Go ahead and lay him down, please." Sorry, I was a goblin for a second there. And then so it brings him down, and he casts Cure Wounds. So, oh gosh, we'll just say he's fully healed because I don't have a stat block for this. I didn't expect this to happen. All right, so you take the werewolf with you. So he, as soon as he's got the wounds cured, he instantly turns back into a human, and he's a naked random old just guy. So there you go. So you're taking him on the journey.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, I can give him the blanket
Yes.
that you gave me. Yep. He can wrap himself up in it.
So as you leave, let me.
I do have an extra set of clothes.
Okay, so you're gonna give him the extra set of clothes. And then go
Yeah.
ahead and one more time, everyone roll for Constitution. If it's above 10, you don't have to tell me.
Oh, good.
You're good?
Everybody good. That's what I said. All good.
All right, cool.
All good in the hood.
Oh, I thought you said no.
All right, so as you're escorted out of the goblin lair, Glint whispers a prayer, and you exit out towards the direction of the last known whereabouts of the missing goblins. So, as I said before, it's a day and a half journey. At this point, I don't have my calendar, but it's Tuesday the 8th of Verdant, which is the second month of the year, which you all know this, which Hold on, I got. Wait, can you go get my calendar real quick? It's inside. Thank you. But so as you, come out of the cave, the portal takes you through, and the world that you knew before, is kind of different. Like it's like you've been in there for a long period of time, because before it was kind of like the forest was in a kind of rambunctious sort of like I don't know, like it was just green. Now it's like flowers are blossoming and just like all sorts of, like, the seasons have changed almost. So, and then up in the sky, you notice a giant red star that's kind of like just shooting across the sky. It seems like it's moving, but not really. It's more like it's vibrating.
Can I do an investigation check to see if we even came out to the same location?
You did. It's just time has passed. Like a week has passed. So when you went in there, it was still Lunastris, which is the first month of the year, and now you basically skipped a week, and it's now Tuesday the 10th, Tuesday the 10th of Verdant, which is the second month of the year. And that star is in the air, and Glint looks up at it, and he says, "Oh, the Starfall Comet. They say one with the truest of hearts can make a wish upon the shooting star, and maybe their wish might be granted. I should know. I'm a living example of one." There you go.
I would like to do a wish.
Okay. Go ahead.
I would like to wish to be immune to fire.
You don't know if anything happens, but you made your wish.
Nice.
Okay.
And then we
go
need
ahead.
we need to talk to this nice little werewolf.
Okay.
Hello, do you have a name?
He doesn't really know if he wants to talk to you, because are you like, is he in shackles, or?
No. We just invited him to come along. Also, why doesn't he trust us? We just saved him
I
from
know.
the goblins.
Right. But he also knows your mission.
How would he know our mission? We didn't tell him.
Well, he knows what they did.
My name's Taylor. Do you want to talk to us about what happened and why you were all strung up there?
They caught me. My brothers. They managed to escape. Listen, it's not what you think it is, I promise you. It's not. If you wanted to know, I guess my name is Ilandor. Okay? Just take me to my help. I'm so lost without him.
Alondor, it's nice to meet you. Why were you and your brothers being chased down?
Because we took him. We took like a dozen of the goblin women because they know their stuff. They know what they're talking about. They might know how we can stop becoming werewolves all the time. You know, the full moon is tomorrow night. And I'm scared.
So you guys stole them so you could try to stop from shifting.
That's what the outlet told us. I'm not sure if that's what it really was, but please, man, I need to get back to the outlet. I feel so lost without him.
Are you is that how you feel?
Yeah, I just told you how I felt.
Can you lead us to the Alpha?
Yeah, it's a day and a half journey from here. But we'll get there. So at this point, we're going to do one of those things. It's not going to be as long as last time because it's not 3 days, but it's a 1 day roll. Someone will need to roll 1 day roll and 1 night roll. Don't feel discouraged to do anything during this time. You can do anything you want. The only limit is your imagination, of course. Before or after the rolls, you can do anything. If nothing interesting happens, you can always come up with something interesting to do. So I need anybody, to roll me a 1d8 for the day journey.
Okay, got a 2.
Huh?
I got a 2.
A 2. Okay. As you're walking through the forest, you notice something strange about the air around you. You hear faint sounds of singing, or maybe it's voices talking. You're unsure. It's kind of like, so it's like you're on the, oh, I didn't bring everybody to the board. Oops. But so it's kind of like there's like over to your right and left, you kind of see like it's like there's like a fog or a mist, but you don't know for sure what it is. But you definitely hear some sort of like joyful something. What do you do?
I would like to, as we're traveling, perform detect magic.
Okay. So detect magic only shows the school, right?
It just shows me the sense of magic within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
So whether it's a magical creature or an object that
It's-
bears magic, and then I learned the school as well.
Okay. So you can notice it's like a magical mist that is obscuring the outside world from what's inside. I'm not entirely sure what the school of magic would be, but
Also, I was just curious to see if any of whether the werewolf or pretty boy,
it's part of the
either
illusion
of
of
them.
school in magic, so it makes sense. Sorry, what?
Also using it to see if pretty boy or the werewolf have any magical items on them, or of that variety.
Okay, so the Glintar has like a elven blade that's kind of imbued with some magical properties. The werewolf has nothing. You can sense that there's something inside of him that's magical, which you can kind of figure out that's werewolf curse or whatever.
I do perception to see if I can like hear anything around me and like spot anything that we may have missed in the mist.
Sure. Do an investigation check.
Mine for my skills is perception.
Huh?
my skill set of hearing things around me and spotting things
Oh,
that we may have missed
okay.
is perception.
Okay, go ahead.
21.
All right. You see, kind of like thinly through the fog, an ancient-looking oak tree, but you also see like a bunch of people like sitting in chairs, and then kind of like it's kind of foggy. It's like somebody took a Polaroid, but it hasn't all the way went up yet. It's kind of like still formulating, and so it's kind of like splotches of like people standing around. Some are sitting in these chairs. It's like you see maybe there's like a ceremony going on. You're not sure.
Okay, well, tell the group the things that I saw. What do we want to investigate and check it out, or going?
I don't think we should go in. Magical mist is typically something that's dangerous. It's typically a trap.
As you say this, Glintar just takes a peek inside. Oh my goodness! Someone's getting married in here. And then, as he pokes his head in and tells you this, the mist kind of subsides, and you see basically a beautifully created elven wedding. There's not very many people here, maybe like 6 to 10 that's in the audience. Of course, there's the bride, the groom, and the sermon, the priest. Currently, he's at this present time, as the mist falls down, he just started saying, "We gathered here today." So this is at that point. This is when you've interrupted this wedding, and they're all looking at you.
Is there a gift table anywhere that we can see?
Yes, there is a gift table. There is a gift table, and there's plenty of seats. The bride kind of looks at you in like anticipation to see what you're gonna do.
I say maybe someone like, you know, the nice talking one, like Daddy George goes and talks to them, and I kind of want to like stealthily go over to that gift table.
Okay. The priest is like, please sit down, enjoy the wedding. It is of course customary to bring a gift to the wedding. I didn't think we were expecting guests. He like snaps his fingers, and like all the chairs are procured, and each one of them has your names on it, like you were meant to be there the whole time. Mm-hmm. Please set your gifts over on the right and go ahead and have a seat. I'm going to continue my sermon here and marry this beautiful couple before they just attack each other.
Love the opportunity.
I'm going to stay back, and I'm going to dismiss my owl and summon my unseen familiar.
Okay. What is George doing? Glintar's already sat down and has got his like feet up onto the person's chair in front of him, and is watching the wedding unfold. The werewolf guy's kind of just plopped on the ground. He's just sitting there. So yeah, so we know Luthien's sneaking over to the gift table, and what is everyone else doing besides Taylor?
I rummaged through my my bag or whatever I got with me and pull out 10 gold pieces, leave it on the table. Let go sit.
Okay. George.
I'm not a big fan of weddings anymore, so I just hide in the back.
Okay. So the wedding goes on. At the very
I
the
tell
very
my servant to start stealing items and taking them back to the carriage.
Is there some kind of like gift money box on this table?
things are just so mean. All right.
Don't worry, I'll leave the Slim Jim from my bag on the table.
So you just the unseen servant, is it like invisible or what is that?
Yeah, it's just an invisible
Do they
creature.
when they pick up things, are the items invisible or no?
That's up to the DM.
Hmm. Hmm. Does the unseen servant have any like stats?
Yeah, I mean, sort of. It has a 10 AC, 1 hit point, a strength of 2, and it can attack.
Okay. So we're gonna in this situation, I don't know what to do. We'll say that anything he touches does it. So this takes. This is a quite substantial table. Like this table is filled with like lots of stuff, and I did not, of course, never expect you guys to do stuff like this. So, I mean, this table is like what you can tell that this is a conjoining of two royal elven families.
Oh, good.
This is like two noble families getting married right now.
Oh god. We're stealing from them?
It's for the most part they only invited family and very close friends to this wedding, but the bride is so loving and caring. She just figured that you were a part of it, and so nobody sees you attempt to steal this, but I mean, there's so much gifts on this table that it would take you longer than the wedding to get it to steal everything.
Well, he'll just take as much as he can.
Okay. All right.
I'm only interested if there's some kind of money box there.
There really isn't a money box. It's kind of most of the gifts are like gold bars.
Well, that's
or
even better.
Just gold or silver bars. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of coins around, but so the wedding is ended and the bride goes off, and the groom comes to you and thanks you for being his guests, and at least the ones that stayed. And so basically at this point, pretty much everyone just kind of left except for you guys. They're still there stealing stuff, but this is after the wedding is over. Basically, there's the bride, the groom, there's the priest, and there's the father of the bride, and the mother of the groom, and a cousin. So at this point,
I walk up And in Elvish, I say thank you for inviting me to your wedding. It's been a beautiful ceremony. I present you with this bow. And I have that magical bow that I got from the goblins a while ago. And I give it to them.
Okay.
So you still
She thanks you wonderfully. She pulls out a bag of just like basically a little bag, like a drawstring bag, kind of like the ones that Crown Royale come into, if you've ever seen those. But so inside the bag, she says, "My father makes these. They're called wayback stones. He that's mostly what he's famous for, and you should definitely use them wisely. They're a wonderful item to use in adventures like you." And then she hands you the full pack. It's a full pack of wayback stones. These things are super rare, and most of you guys have heard of them, but you might not have ever seen one in person. Okay, these wayback stones are a legend in the in the land of Ren. Okay, everyone uses these if they can, but if they can afford them. To get one wayback stone is like okay, but to have a full complete bag of one is just insane to you. So what a wayback stone is something that I have created. It is so there's 6 wayback stones. They're little pebbles of different colors. There's red, blue, green, orange, purple, and yeah, I can't remember all of them. It's like primary colors. If this is a tailor I'm talking to, right? That you're the one that gave the bow. You can actually add them to your.
I did. I already did.
Okay, so they're really cool because they're basically a perforated stone that you break in half. You place one of them down in any spot, and that stone becomes your anchor stone. And then the other stone is used to teleport back to the anchor stone. So they're basically teleportation stones, essentially. And then there's some other stuff inside of them that you need to read if you want different things and stipulations on them. But make sure you keep track. If you do place one, let's say if you have 3 different stones that are still active, and let's say you put one and then you went to the wrong place, there you go. And then the moment you use one wayback stone, it dies forever. It's used up. So there you go.
Thank you for this most gracious gift. I bid you farewell and a happy life. I walk away.
All right. So they, for some godforsaken reason, do not realize that you stole their stuff, because there's so much of it that there was no way that you even barely put a dent in this stuff. All right, so somebody with a notebook, be ready. We got, it's basically 278 gold pieces. We'll just say it like that. Specifically, it's 100 gold pieces, 1,600 silver pieces, and 1,800 copper pieces that you managed to finagle.
You said 1,600 silver?
1,600 silver.
1,600 silver, 1,800 copper. I got it.
There's a small gold bracelet, a silk handkerchief, a pair of engraved bone dice, a copper chalice, and then you got a couple of magic items here. You got a dust of sneezing and choking, a potion of fire breath, and a potion of greater healing.
Was the potion before greater healing?
Huh?
Fire breath.
Fire breath. I try and convince Taylor, since it was his thing, to give me the potion of fire.
Are you doing this right in front of all these other people?
No.
So at this point, after the Wayback Stones, they actually all kind of meticulously in front of you. They take the loot table, like the gift table, and all the people that the priest like draws a circle with one of the Wayback Stones that he has, and then everything inside the Wayback Stone circle disappears, and it's gone. And everything at the wedding kind of like disintegrates, like it was just an illusion, essentially. Like all the chairs and the decorations.
So yeah, no, not in front of everybody.
Yep, there you go. And that, you guys have. That's basically the end of your day. So you guys can choose what you want to do. You guys can choose your night watch. Glintar, he said that he wanted to take the first watch because obviously I won't let some other races guard me. There you go. So, and if there's anything you want to do before we get to the night, that's fine too.
Yeah, I want to convince Taylor to give me the fire breath. Because imagine that was great.
Okay. Well, that's up to you, Taylor.
I'll roll persuasion.
Well, I'm just wondering, where was my unseen servant taking these people to? Like, would they know I have these items? Because as far as I'm concerned, he was hiding and stashing them back in the caravan.
Right. She wouldn't know about this. That's
Yeah, and I watched it all happen.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
well, you're welcome to tattle if you would like to.
so basically,
I would know though. So never.
When they get back to the caravan, you kind of see the
basically,
things that they took.
that was all the things in total, but all the like actual physical items were all of the unseen servant, but all the money was only Luthien.
Huh.
So there you go. All right. Anything you guys would like to do before the night ends? Or before the day ends, I should say.
Oh, I'm just gonna do my 4-hour meditation and then I can watch at night.
All right. So we're not gonna do a whole different like roll for the watch. Just gonna do one person rolls for the whole night this time, and it's gonna be 1d4 for whoever rolls. So Glintar comes off of his shift, very cocky. Who's going? Who do I need to wake up so I can get some beauty sleep? All right.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1? Okay. So, on your shift, you see some rustling in the bushes. You need to roll perception.
I got a 4.
Okay. Well, you see 3 goblin scouts in the bush. You kind of can see the glint of the same armor from the first ones you fought, the Silent Leaf clan. One of the goblins in particular looks very familiar. So they kind of are sitting in the shadows and they're discussing things very quietly. What do you do when you see them?
I nudge Lucy since I know they're only doing the medication right now.
Uh-huh.
So I like poke her toes and like in my
And roll for deception, Luthien, if you choose to wake up at this time.
15.
You said 15?
Yep.
All right, you see the same 3 goblins. Because of your kind of goblin grudge, you know that one of the goblins is the one that ran away initially in the first fight you had with these goblins.
Okay.
One.
I was gonna say, I'd do another perception to kind of like eavesdrop and see what they're muttering about.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, if you can imagine the voice in a whisper,
23.
because I can't really whisper this voice.
nat 20 plus 3 is what you got.
Okay.
Oh my god, you see? He got Glintar with him. What is this, man? Did they kidnap him? They just killed all my friends, like yesterday. I don't know if I can stand it. Oh, what are we gonna do?
And that's a whisper, by the way.
That's fine.
There's-
Novika, so they think that we kidnapped Pretty Boy over there?
Alright, so so they think we kidnapped Pretty Boy. I walk over to Glintar and nudge him with my foot slightly aggressively.
Oh, mother, is that you? Oh, good morning. How are we doing? Oh, Jesus Lord, what's going on? It's still night time. You didn't supposed to wake me up and tell him to dawn.
What, Pretty Boy? People think you're kidnapped.
Me? Get kidnapped? No way. Who thinks this? Who?
I glance back at Luthien and then the...
Oh yeah, he doesn't see shit. He does not see the goblins.
Oh, damn.
So,
He
they're
doesn't
kind of
see him
hidden in the
himself.
woods over there. But there's 3 of them, and one of them we kind of ran into the other day and had a little bit of a misunderstanding. So, do you want to come
Misunderstand.
with us to talk to them?
I'll take care of that. Where are they? Can you point them out? I cannot see them at all.
Ian, since she saw him much clearer than I.
You there! What are you doing hiding in the bushes? Oh gosh, I'm gonna talk to myself over here.
Glintard, are you safe with these people?
Of course I'm safe with these people. Get out of the bushes! And so they come out of the bushes and they just... Glintar tells them what's going on and tells your mission. The one that you ran away is just not having a good time being close to you, but they know exactly their last known whereabouts of the of where the lady goblins are. So they said that they basically tell Glintar, because Glintar knows the woods better than everyone else here. So he knows exactly where they are. Oh, that blade! I know. I had 6 at that blade like 15 times in my youth. Yes, I know that blade. Okay. So basically that's it. So and that's the end of that sort of session. Those goblins kind of go away back to scouting. Unless you have any other thing. Before Glintar goes to sleep, though, He looks at Luthien. Your eyes look even more beautiful in the night. Might I say that? And he's gonna charm you again, or attempt to. And I need you to roll.
I think he's just tired. He really needs to go back to sleep before I knock him out.
I need you to roll for best or what is it? Whatever that is. The thing I told you earlier, whatever that was.
It's not helpful.
You're not.
Also, you're doing it with disadvantage because you still have a level of exhaustion.
You're
Still?
If you did your 4-hour thingy,
Even though I did my thing?
you'll
You lose
you're only
one
gonna,
level.
yeah, you'll lose one. You're at 2, so now you'll be back at 1 with the 4-hour thing. So you might want to do a double whammy with your meditation. But yes, you were disadvantaged, and you're looking for investigation. Yes,
Investigation?
a disadvantage, and he rolled with disadvantage as well.
How do I... someone else figure it out then.
You said what?
Because I clicked the button and it still has advantage on it, so it was an 8 plus 2. So it's like
10. Okay. It doesn't make you feel seduced at all. So there you go. He like goes back to lay down, and that is the end of the night. The night is done, unless there's anything else you guys would like to do in your night shifts. The forever speak your piece. If you just had an uneventful night shift, then that's all right.
I go through the caravan and start organizing stuff.
I go in,
So, like,
I go
cleaning
into the
up.
caravan
Yes.
and like sit there to meditate another 4 hours so that then I can have this off of me.
Yes, that's fine. So you're gonna. Did you hide any of your stuff there, Taylor boy?
Or is it just in
Or is it just kind of in the back of the caravan?
It's in my bag.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm
And everybody has a bag of holding. I don't know if I told people that, but I don't like to do weight
Didn't.
stuff. I don't deal with the encumbrance and weight. It's just too annoying. So everybody has a bag of holding. So, but yes, so that's cool. So he just puts all the things in there. So you just kind of see normal provisions, rations, and things like that.
Man, if I knew how to bag a holding, I would have given it to my little unseen servant and had him just start sliding the stuff into it.
If there's anything else you like to do before the end of the
Nope.
night, George?
Go bother George.
Nope.
All right. It is dawn, and you approach the glade without any issues because you wake up, you start heading down the path, and Glintar is like, "Oh yes, this is the glade right here." And as you approach, you notice a peculiar sight. The trees surrounding the area are adorned with enchanted glowing mushrooms, casting an ethereal pale blue light across the clearing. In the center of the glade, a tranquil pond mirrors the stars above, and a large gnarled oak tree stands as the glade's guardian. This is the last known whereabouts of where the Goblins was. What do you do? Rolling for investigation might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I would like to detect magic.
So you detect magic coming from the enchanted mushrooms. I'm not sure what school they are, but I would just say like they're good magic. It's not gonna hurt you.
I would like to use Identify then.
Cool.
One of these mushrooms.
So you touch the mushroom? Do you have to touch it to identify it or no?
Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay. So as soon as you touch it, it's already, daytime, but there is obviously, if the forest is a little darker, but you gain super enhanced night vision the moment you touch it, which gives you a dark vision range of 120 feet, and you can see it clearly even in the darkest of night. So the mushrooms emit a calming, soothing aura that grants those that spend time near them sense of peace and relaxation. You know that if you rest in this area, you actually gain the benefits of a short rest in 10 minutes without expending any hit dice, too. Characters who consume these mushrooms gain momentary connection to the magic of the forest. They will receive a vision, maybe, or some other hallucinogenic thing. There you go. You also sense a little bit of magic coming from the side of the near the pond area, but you're a little too far away. All right. So investigation, is that what you're rolling for?
Sure.
Or what are we doing? Go ahead and hit me with them.
Do history. Would that provide any information?
You can always roll for anything you want, but I should suggest. This is the last known whereabouts. This is like a crime scene, essentially.
Yeah, I'll do investigation too.
I rolled both just to see. Investigation was 6, my history was 18.
All right, so you don't see anything besides a glade, and you said your history was what?
18.
So this glade, you know the history is that a lot of young promiscuous goblins come in this glade and fornicate. It's kind of the sort of place to go for such things. That's about all that you know. There's lots of magical blessings on this land. You can tell it's kind of their history of it. There's sort of almost like a godlike blessing on this sort of glade. That's about as much history as you know. Anybody else?
I also did investigation of a 10 and also perception for anything that we missed in the area of 13.
Okay, so 10 didn't do anything, but the perception, you could barely almost missed it, but at the edge of the glade, you discover a circle of stones arranged in a pattern. These stones are marked with symbols that are unfamiliar to those that don't know how to read Goblins' language. I'm assuming if you know the language, you know you can read it, right?
Yes.
So
Me and George.
They left behind a coded message for anyone that might follow. In this message, only Luthien, if you're looking at it, of course, and then George, if you look at it, would see a series of symbols etched on the stones resembling a crescent moon, a howling wolf, and a heart. There you go.
Well, with my 23 investigation check, a natural 20.
Nice.
What do I know about their symbols?
Yeah. The symbols are. This is where your investigation was 20. Is that what you said?
Yeah, it was a natural 20.
Okay. Cool. So you see
Yeah.
everything in this glade. You see the enchanted mushrooms. You see the stones immediately. The first thing you see is these stones, and it's stones are exactly what I said before. They basically like crudely etched of the goblin symbol for a moon, howling wolf, and a heart. So that's all that there is to those. But you see on the edge of the pond an herb satchel belonging to one of the kidnapped goblins. And then you also see a glimmer beneath the surface of the pond. Upon retrieving it, you'll find something even more spectacular. And that's all you see in this glade. You might see a couple goblin hairs from leftover times. Maybe some grass that's kind of freshly, like somebody was laying in it, I suppose. That's about it.
Okay, what was that glimmer in the pond?
Glimmer in the pond. Okay. So if you retrieve it, there's nothing, you don't have to go crazy, you just grab it. It's a lunar medallion. It's a delicate silver pendant in the shape of a moon. It's undoubtedly goblin made and appears to be a token of great significance. Basically, this lunar medallion, you can't really tell exactly what it does, but you know that it's magical of some sort. And it's got some sort of resonating, like it kind of like feels like it's locking you into place when you hold it.
Huh.
It doesn't actually lock you into place, but it feels that way.
But if I put it in my pocket, I'm okay?
Yes. It doesn't lock you into place. But it's always going to make you feel like you're being tied to the earth. But it doesn't do anything to you specifically. It just makes you feel that way. Like you're just anchored to the earth and you can't go anywhere else.
Okay.
And then
I'd like to go over to the water
Uh-huh.
if everyone else is done.
well, there was the satchel I told you about. Is that where you're going to go get?
Well, you just said there was magic in the water that I detected.
Yes, that was the satchel. It was.
Oh.
Mhm.
Never mind then.
So yeah,
Did anyone investigate the satchel?
not yet.
I'm gonna have my
Alright.
unseen servant go grab it.
Okay, he grabs the satchel.
Or is that? Yeah, it has to be closer.
What was your perception or your investigation check? Oh yeah, yours was
Reroll.
not very good.
Or-
No. Okay, yeah, unseen servant. What was your investigation?
I hadn't rolled investigation.
You just detected magic.
I just detected magic, and you said
Okay.
there was magic over there.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let you get the unseen servant. We'll grab it. Inside is some herbs and a scrap of parchment with a hastily drawn map, indicating a cave that's deeper within the forest. Inside the herbal satchel is a bunch of different herbs that can do different things. I'd rather just send them to you.
That's fine.
So there's one of each of these. There we go.
Thank you.
And besides that, there's that crudely drawn map. But Glintar, he sees it and he's, I remember that cave. I know where that cave is for sure. It's just down the hill to the right and a little bit into the trees.
Why do you know the cave?
You know, I might have been there a couple times during festivities. You know, all with none of the goblins, we're all thinking about it. It's only in a couple days. The festival. You can't.
Can I do a history check to see if I know more about this festival?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was a nat 20, so it's gonna be a 24.
Okay. So it's called two different things. The Festival of Desire is what it's called to most people that aren't goblins. But it is the celebration of one of the goblin gods. It's a goddess. Whether they know, the goblins know this holiday festivity to be called the Festival of Gulshara, which is the goddess of desires and lust and temptation. And people, so they come together and they do different things. Some of them, they kind of come to do mesmerizing dances with torches and candles. It's an annual celebration, involves feasting, dancing, passionate encounters, couples seeking her blessing visit her shrine and offer things to her, and seek to favor the relationships. A lot of people on the outside, so it's probably like you, kind of heard of these and these festivals, and basically on your end of things, you have only ever been told that it's basically a giant goblin orgy. But that's what you know from your information that you have learned in your lifetime. But you now know all that other fun stuff. Yes, and the festival is in 2 days, so you know they want their honeys. Kind of see what their motive here is.
I would lock. I'm asking. Oh, I can't even read my own notes. Quindor.
Hmm?
I'm asking the werewolf.
Oh, the name of the
Did you
werewolf?
guys? Yeah. Did you guys take
Elidor?
Elidor? Do you guys kidnap the goblins, or did they go with you willingly?
Oh no, we kidnapped them. We kidnapped them, all right.
So they tried to fight you off and everything.
Oh yeah, they did. They did. Right in that glade, right there.
I turn my back to him and to the rest of the group and was like, "Is this? Do we just need to get rid of this guy? Like, it seems he's on the wrong side of this."
Wrong. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the party.
But who are you talking
No,
about? The werewolf.
I'm
the werewolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna do insight to see the werewolf's true intentions, or like search out a lie that they've told.
But see if the werewolf has lied to you.
And the insight determines like true intention.
Right. So
They agreed to
you're
come
seeing
with
if the werewolf has ever lied. Is that what you're saying?
and to find out like why they came with us.
They came with you because they had to. I mean they they're basically this is a safer option than walking back by themselves because they're currently in their human form, and they're basically they're powerful in their human form, but they're not as powerful, and they're more scared of the full moon than they are excited for it. At least this particular clan of werewolves.
Okay, then I'm gonna see his true intentions for when we get there. What's he planning?
Right now, he just wants to get back to his alpha. Like he feels so detached to the world right now without his alpha guiding him to tell him what to do and all these other things. He just feels so lost right now. So he doesn't even know what he wants to do, except that his only desire right now is to get back to his alpha.
For a minute.
But if there's nothing else, that basically takes us to the cave, which is another one of those. It's a very small cave, so I will ask. Now, I will say this in the best way I can without giving away anything. We can continue, and it could only take 20 minutes. But if it goes one way, it could go probably an hour. So,
It'll probably go over an hour. I say we should probably call it.
okay.
Yeah.
That's why I figured. That's why I said, because if,
Yeah,
So
I get up in 6 hours.
yep.
call it good and wait for
Yep.
investigating that, I guess.
There you go. So basically, at this point, we'll just say at the very end here, you follow the map, arrive at the entrance of a hidden cave. The atmosphere inside it is tense. The air is thick. The scent of damp earth, the faint musk of the werewolves that occupy it. And there you go. That is it.
Bum, bum, bum.
Hopefully, now I mean, I could probably next time I'll have a map for it. I was just struggling to make a good cave, so.
That's fair.
I believe in you.
But regardless, hope everyone enjoyed tonight. I think it was nice, good blend of all the good things you need in a campaign without too much fighting, which is always good. We didn't do too much fighting here tonight, which is good. So, yeah. Very much. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, my friends of the stream, if you've been here this whole time, if you enjoyed it, I hope you liked it. We're probably gonna just end here. We don't have the option to raid, but if you're here and you enjoyed the stream, I hope you guys, if you're listening, lurking, I appreciate you all being here. Next time we should be back next Wednesday for more shenanigans. Hopefully,
Hopefully our missing players here.
Birdman will be with us next week. I was hoping he would be here to talk with us at least in chat, but he's had a
Not
long day
feeling
today,
well.
so that's all good. But I appreciate everyone that followed today. We had 2 more new followers about 2 hours ago, so I appreciate that. We are only I think it's 15 followers away from the affiliate number, which is 50. So if you know a friend that you think would like this, send it to them. They like D&D, might like me. I did a little bit better with my voices today. I'm very proud of myself. So, anyways, I appreciate everyone. We're going to call it a night here today. I hope you had a great time. We'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow on my channel, JC Bailey. We'll see. Let's do this real quick if you haven't. I don't know if it's there, but yes, tomorrow we're coming back. We're going to be playing a game called Party Animals, which will be fun. So if you want to be there,
Hold on.
be there, be square. I love you guys. See you next time.